You waited till marriage. For what?
Waited for what? You have to be specific.
I'm sure there's
Did we wait until we can save money?
the need to.
You guys want romance?
Yes.
What do you want in romance, you guys?
Tuna
What do you want?
Tunataka kupendwa pia.
Aje!
Hey.
Tunataka kupendwa. Kumbe mnataka romance.
Hey!
Tunataka pia.
Aja! Kati ni bougie.
I got a PS1 when PS2 was hitting, so I was still behind
Of course,
time.
kama sasa kuna PS1 na PS5 limetokelezea. You're not behind time, you are bougie.
Watu walikuwa
This one used to eat sausages, alafu atupa chini ya kiti.
Wow.
But you guys have never had a huge life-changing, relationship-changing argument. We already talked about that. We do fight, but probably not life-changing. Life-changing. What can that be? Like I cheated on you, cheated on me. Those are life-changing.
Life-changing.
But they are talking about arguments.
Arguments.
I think the way I understand the question or the assumption, a life-changing argument is any argument that caused you to shift how you relate with each other.
Yeah.
And that's like very so often.
Yeah.
Every argument is life-changing.
It should be life-changing.
It should be life-changing.
Otherwise, why are you arguing if it's not going to change anything?
There are going to be hard decisions that are usually made in an argument and after, especially after.
But it's very tiring to repeat the same argument over and over again. The same mistake. Okay, I assume and think that you are this awesome couple who have it all figured out.
Wow.
Have you figured it all out? Honestly speaking, I can say we haven't figured it all out yet, but so far I can say 2020 for us has been a year for us to have a clearer vision, and things have been. We used to think this, but now we have a linear
tunnel vision.
Yeah. We say, okay, based on this and this and that, I think this is where we should focus now, and that has allowed us to shed off a lot of burdens and a lot of things that we would have pursued and said, okay, this is not for us, this is for us. So it has made that we haven't figured it all out, but honestly the word of God and just being in fellowship and in relationship and in prayer makes things a bit more clearer for us. And as we move into the next season, some things become clearer.
We've not figured it all out.
No one has ever figured it out.
Yeah, no one has ever.
Yeah.
But I can say we are on the journey.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way.
Yeah, we are on a journey of, we have figured one thing out. We have figured, let's say, our purpose out. We are figuring,
and even that
not
is still
even though, yes, actually we have figured
still unpacking.
an
Even that
inch.
is still
Yes,
there.
we are still unpacking. I think the more the thing with purpose or the thing with obedience, the more you pursue it, you follow it,
The
when
more it opens up more and more.
You're like, oh wow, so there's this possibility, okay, let's pursue this possibility. You pursue it, you see another possibility.
Yeah.
So with obedience, more is revealed to you.
Yeah.
And also the fact that every season, what happens is, it was ordained for man that for each and every season, they're able to access a certain portion of their identity in God. And so at the end of the day, whatever means to achieve purpose is not an end in itself.
An end, yes.
It is something that you keep on, think of it as a book that you keep on opening one page at a time.
Yeah.
And so for you to not attain to purpose, sometimes what it means is that there's a page that, you see, some of the reason why there are certain seasons in life that are prolonged is because there's a page you're meant to finish with before you move to the next page. But most people, what happens is you find yourself stuck in one page. It's because there's a certain aspect of your purpose in God that you've not been able to basically unravel the mystery within it. And therefore you find yourself going around and round until you're able to actually access that part. And that's part of the reason why sometimes many of us have actually blamed God for some of the things we have prayed and wished, you know.
Yeah, but it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. And sometimes the reason why they didn't happen is because there's a certain level of maturity that you're not able to access, because maturity itself has a lot to do with you being able to access your identity, which now is able to cause there to be, I don't want to go deep.
Please go deeper.
Yeah. When you access your identity in a season, it causes there to be, let me call it, you see, theologically, there's usually what they call Kairos moment, which is basically God's timing. when God's timing, which is the Kairos moment, is able to marry Chronos, which is basically our time calendar. You know what we know. When you access your identity in that particular season, is able to unlock that if I may call it, it's able to unlock that what is it called? That bridge, or you may call it a portal if you want to go to sound deep. It unlocks that portal that makes you access those things. So if you are, for instance, if you have been trusting God for a certain number of things, I know there are people who are trusting God for spouses, all those things. And sometimes you find there to be a delay. Instead of actually just praying and fighting your village witches for no apparent reason, sometimes I think what you need to do is go back to God and ask God, hey,
mbona hii kitu
happen. Sometimes ask him and be open to the answer he'll give you. And sometimes he may speak to you differently than the way he will speak to all of us. And sometimes the answer will be, there's something in your past season that you need to sort out. No wonder I don't want to say some of you, let me say some of you have dreams where you find yourself back in primary school doing the same exams over and over, and sometimes you're still failing.
Those dreams, I have had some of those things.
Those dreams basically, they speak of you being able
addressing something
that is pending, that you actually meant to have actually overcome. Because you know you are a grown-up, why are you still having dreams of being
in primary, high school,
or finding yourself in a class na uko na ngodha exam time.
Oh my God!
For those of you who might be wondering, he studied both theology
and psychology.
But
so he's a counseling, and so he's a counseling,
and also knows God personally,
and he's also a prophet in the making.
All right.
Yeah,
so that Soila's love language is touch.
Soila's love language is two things: Wi-Fi and bacon.
Na food.
But anyway, I think Soila's love language is very
shifty.
It's shifty. It used to be touch, and then we got married, and then she realized, hey, this service is convenient. This act of service it has a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
So nowadays she's changed. Her love language is acts of service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Higher. That Curtis is ever serious 24/7, which is not true.
I will not answer that one.
So, what do you think? 24/7, tell us.
He has serious moments, and hata mimi ananiboinge kwa so serious, by the way. Curtis can have serious moments that is so boring. I'm like, who are you? You just go outside there, probably won't go work at a job. But then he can get so serious, you can't make him get up from that seat. I'm working, and then I'm like, excuse me, can I have my husband back? But it's not all the time. I think when he has a backlog of work to toa, he can get really serious. But not all the time. But yeah, he does have. I am more playful than he is, but he can also get playful. But kidogo too.
Yeah, the guy is serious though. He's serious.
He's
a creative who sometimes gets
serious. Yeah, who behaves like a nini. Like, huh?
Not all creatives are like, yeah, hoo ha ha.
Yeah. I assumed you spent a lot of money on your wedding. I really loved your wedding.
Yes, 4.8.
Oh, 10 million? I wish we did.
Hey, 4.8 hata tungefanya. You would have done it somewhere in the air.
So you would have
done it in a hot air balloon.
We just wanted kidogo juu ya mili. We just wanted kidogo juu ya mili, but we were really creative.
Na hiyo juu ya mili, it's everything.
Yes. Plus honeymoon. Plus
chop
money. I'm kidding.
I think even plus dowry, ama.
Really? No. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Soila's family was very kind to us. They didn't fleece us.
Utasikia mtu pale utasikia tu mtu pale comment akisema na hiyo pesa simungetumia kuinvest kununue shamba.
I know. But right now
it's okay
we did. That was 2016.
Yeah.
Right now if I was to be given a million to panga a wedding, I'll spend 500k.
For those of you who are planning weddings, please, your honeymoon should be more expensive than your wedding day.
Amen.
Hata kama by the way, mimi ninasema nafikiria tu ningeleta 30 people
in the wedding. In the honeymoon.
If you can, yeah. If you have the money, honestly.
But the weird thing about wedding is that in the evening when the wedding is
over,
then you realize imepeleka hiyo pesa imeisha tu hivyo.
Alafu unarudi kila wenyu.
Alafu ukianza kuona people are going. And then you realize that
me the one thing that really made me never, like, if I'm to spend money on decor, and I'm like, I've gone to weddings now after doing my wedding, and now I was more curious to see how people handle. Like, you can put the most expensive deck on the table, but what wakikuja ukalia meza, they'll remove your flowers, they'll put their handbags, they'll put their phones, they will forget, they will take Aki. I'm telling you, you would have spent 5K per centerpiece. It don't make no sense. People will just come and they're not even watching the deco. Deco looks pretty kama hakuna mtu amekaa chini. If it's for camera work, do it. Alafu zitolewe. Ndio ufanye tu kawaida wedding. Otherwise,
penye imefika sijui watu wedding nini service providers wa nini deco. Wanafaa kuwa na offer hiyo kitu for photography. Fanya photography mkimaliza. Rudi tunawe.
It's not functional.
You're done.
It's not functional.
That's a weird suggestion.
You know, it's so true. No, I was actually thinking of them like ningefanya tu for photography before wedding yanze, alafu pack your flowers and leave. But anyway, they will not agree to do that.
Yeah, wedding hash up.
They will not agree to do that. You are very simple people, unlike other YouTubers that try so hard to live the high life. What you see is what you get, guys, from us.
By this easy, if we don't have, we don't have.
Yeah.
We shoot with what we have.
Yeah. So we can't pretend we are living the high life. We have no high life. We just live the normal life.
Do you know how stressing it is to please
put
people?
up a life that is not there?
It is such a bad.
Yeah.
So as we just do what we got. If we ain't got it,
we gon' get it. That Soila is more nastier than Curtis, but keeps an innocent face on social media.
Define nasty.
What does that mean?
Are you talking nasty like being rude, or nasty like nasty?
We're not talking about this on camera. That's so personal.
I'm not even here, guys.
He's out.
I'm out.
Who's nastier? We don't know.
You don't tell them?
I would know. That's part of no. Well, some of these things should not go to
So you guys have basically changed the meaning of that nasty that they...
I know, we don't know what nasty do you guys think. Soila is nastier than Curtis but keeps innocent face on. You see social media. Nasty but keeps an innocent face. This guy is fishing for some information.
No, we asked for the assumptions. Okay. So we have to...
No, we're not answering that.
Not until we answer, but we have to like recognize.
Oh yeah, no, we recognize that it is a funny question, but we pass it. Nasty, who's nasty? I mean, you too. I wish you were part of this marriage to get you up pamoja, but I have an assumption that you are the realest couple on YouTube. As we are real.
Don't. You answer. So. You are a subscriber.
Realest.
You watch a lot of couples. Okay, realest brings the element of comparison.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't think it would be fair because we don't know other YouTubers. We don't know if they are real or not. So would not like to say we are realer than everyone else.
We'll speak of us.
But in our own space, in our own context, I think we are real.
You think?
Yeah. No, the point is, this is what I'll say. But in terms of being real, I believe being real is that whatever you say is exactly what you mean, and that the fact that the life you're portraying is exactly what you're living. If that is actually being real, that's true.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, also these guys, in as much as they're sharing their life, they're not meant to share everything.
Everything. There are things that you don't see.
You know, there are things they have.
It's true.
They are not obligated to actually share everything about their life.
Thank you,
in as much as they share things with you guys, and it's a beautiful thing to learn from even their life. Yeah. But realize, even for you, you also have a part of your life whereby there's a secret part of your life. We may call it not even the blind spot, the mystery, the hidden part of your life. That is actually even between you and God. For God's sake, those are the things they don't share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are so many things we don't really share here that has just meant to be us, friends that never get it to YouTube unless now we probably are our friends.
It's a public.
It's not public. The public self. Now there's a private self that is reserved to us and our friends and that, yes.
Yeah.
Hiya, I thought Soila was one of these high-maintained slay queens, but now I know she's the sweetest. Oh, baby, my slay queen.
Slay queen and Soila is like oil and water.
Me kwanza fancy slay queens.
Actually, one of the things, let me just say it, one of the things that attracted me to you
bring it on.
My side
is the fact that, what's the safe word? Stakes them
sexy.
No. Opposite ya slay queen ni?
Someone with primitive energy.
Primitive. This is...
Soila is down to earth. I think that's the word.
Oh my god.
I love the fact that Soila has village experience.
Oh my god.
I love the fact that she knows a bit of village life. I love the fact that she's not a slay queen.
I'm not a
now, slay queens are not bad people. Yeah, but kila mtu ana taste yake.
Yes.
Me, I like my tasting Soila. She's very down to earth. Now she can be a slay queen if she wants. She can be if she wants, but it's not really who she is.
Yeah, maybe it's a slave. I can't maintain that life, by the way.
Not even maintaining life. I don't know.
It's such a fake life.
It is work, man.
It's so work.
It's work. It's a lot of work.
How do people do this thing without that?
Guys, you were telling us the other time how I know people have asked me on this channel to put on makeup, but if I don't feel like putting on makeup, and all our videos, most of our videos, I don't have to put on makeup to come and say like those deep things. I'll just come as I am. So, and I'm not saying people who put on makeup are slay queens.
It's okay, it's good. Makeup is good.
But it's very good if you can be able to do that all the time you're shooting a video. But I know with so many things in our hands,
the reality of the ground.
2021, I'll put makeup, you guys. I'll put makeup.
Tell us.
Yeah, I'll put makeup. Soila gets angry so fast while Curtis takes time to let something sink in.
Hey, tell us one. From me, give us wisdom.
Give us wisdom.
No.
Soila gets angry so fast while Curtis takes time to let something sink in.
Not really. Soila is not these people who are just ready to be offended. They just want to jump on offense. No, she's not like that at all. Do I take time to sink in things?
You take time to address things, but I'll know when you're processing something, because you'll tell me, babe, I need us to
I don't
talk.
think we are high-tempered people.
Oh no, we are not high-tempered.
None of us is
No.
high-tempered.
But if it means I'm the one who gets angry haraka, between us, but if something was to anger us, who would be more pissed off than the other? It also depends on the magnitude of whatever is pissing you guys.
Because there are things that would piss her off that for me I'll be like,
yeah,
and vice versa.
but probably mimi nafuranga haraka kuliko yeye. It's true. Mimi naweza fura tu kakitu kananisumbua. You get me in a bad time, unichokoze and fura for real. What are you laughing about?
How true that is.
So true. Guys will be like, why are you pulling your face like a mandazi?
And Soila, you know there are people who can hide mfuro.
Oh yeah.
Soila is a feature.
Yeah, fura, it's not happening.
Her face betrays her so bad.
Yeah.
She'd appear out light skin.
Yeah.
Or to lighter longer pink. It's so true. Not an assumption, but to inspire me and my girl to settle down. I love you.
Settle down.
You are simple and authentic.
Jesus.
Something about authenticity is there's simplicity in being authentic, because there's not putting too much work to try and portray something that is not there.
Don't have to.
Actually, if you're very authentic, people will find you very simple, because you're just what you are.
Yeah.
What you see, as we say, is what you get.
We are honored.
Settle, guys. Settle down.
That we inspire you.
It's really good to be inspired to settle down. Marriage, yes, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But if you have the willingness to adjust and work on it,
And the friendship.
it's possible to actually make it. We really tell young people to get married, but you also have to go through that. There's premarital, there's counsel from spiritual elders, spiritual fathers, there's counsel from friends, there's counsel from people who've gone before you. So you just don't jump into marriage for the sake of jumping into marriage.
But also there's a misconception. People assume that the longer they take, the better prepared they will be.
Yes.
It's a lie. Let me tell you, unfortunately, sometimes what happens is, sometimes the longer they wait, the harder their own assumptions and their own belief systems actually, let me say, grow. Have you realized that sometimes the longer you wait, the harder it will be for you to adjust if you're not careful?
Yeah. And we'll talk about what is mentioned there. Psychologists say that the first 7 years of marriage are usually the toughest. So we'll do a video on that.
Yeah. That Soila is outgoing and Curtis is very reserved.
True. We are both outgoing, but me, I have moments. Soila can be outgoing every day.
Oh, so to me, can we go now?
Soila is always ready to go.
Yes, let's go. Unless nimemaliza people out. That you two are fine and don't need friends around you.
Hey, my friend, everyone needs friends.
We needed friends, you guys. We do need friends. I'm now fishing out for something from that I hadn't read out. Luya men are romantic than Masai men.
Yo, that is a question for you. That is a question for you.
I can't be unfair and say all Masai men are arrogant.
No. You are being asked about your experience.
Soila, Luya men are romantic than Masai men.
So how many Masai men have you dated?
Never dated a Masai man. I dated one that was not a date. It was just a thing.
So imagine you only have one thing, and here you're only married to one Luya man.
But you can know by the experiences of other people.
People who be married to Masai men.
Yes, I'm sure you've seen how other Masai men treat their wives and whatever.
But again,
so you don't have to.
If there's a Masai man who's like Curtis and a Luya man who's like Curtis, you know, you can't be able to compare.
So romance is personal.
It's very personal. It's very personal. Yeah. I can't say Jaso is not romantic because he doesn't buy roses to the wife, and I say you are romantic because you cook for me. No. The wife with Jaso finds it romantic to get flowers. May I find it you romantic making food? You understand?
Yes,
so it's very.
So romance is personal.
It's very personal. So
based on the couple.
Based on the couple and the need of the woman.
You can just say not the woman, the need of.
You guys want romance?
Yes.
What do you want in romance? You guys? What do you want?
Tunataka kupendwa pia.
Aje. Tunataka kupendwa. Kumbe mnataka kuromance.
Tunataka pia.
Aje.
Stop this African mentality where it's just women. Hata si tunataka kupendwa.
Romance. Hey, romance
because at the end of the day, basically the whole point is that someone is able to understand the other person's love need.
I enter the house, you take my coat, you wash my feet. It doesn't have to be every day. Naenda napata umenichomea kasamaki hapo na kachumbari na ugali ya brown.
Okay, now this is just I just want to know this man. What this season, because I know things do change in different seasons. Right now, what would you tell Sheila would feel more romantic if she does it for you?
Sheila,
can she watches this? As he's thinking, babe, what will be romantic for you in this season?
I don't even need to think about it.
Tell me.
All seasons, 24/7, 365. Just cook for me and serve me. I'm not a very demanding husband. Mi sitasema ati sijui nioshe, nisikue mgongo. I'm not going to ask for those things. To wash my feet. Wash my feet. You can wash my feet once a month, twice a month. Just cook for me and serve me. Simple.
But then, if we are not like a good number of men will agree with this.
Yes.
The point is, I think I have a feeling that there are a good number of men. It's not like they want this every day.
Yes.
But once in a while, you need to just feel.
The king.
Umesaviwa. The real melanin king. Umeletewa umeambiwa.
You're dreaming, honey.
Unaambiwa, my husband. Like, it's not every day. The point is not every day. The same way for you, it may not be at every day unataka maua. Mboga pia ni maua kubwa.
Once in a while, anyway, shower me with, tell me how it was so hard for you to breathe because I was not in the house the whole day. You know? You could not think, you could not sleep. Because pia ikiko every day utaboeka.
Every day itaenda kubo. The point is, I think maybe that's something that maybe in terms of cultures, people have been cultured or socialized to actually not believe men wanahitaji hiyo bit. So sometimes it's actually so warped that there are people who just believe, wewe mpatie tu sex.
Actually, that's a very wrong misconception, guys. We are not beasts who just want to see every time. Sex is important in marriage, but surely it's not everything.
Believe me, I think in terms of love language, I'll just I'm gonna sound deep, waiting for the deepness. Do you know love language are men? Inatokanga from a place where they feel honored and respected in their homes.
Yes.
Well, and
sometimes, but even some of the reason why sometimes they want to be served. Do you know it may not have, you serving may not really be the language they are speaking. The language of being served communicates honor.
Thank you.
That's what they are looking for.
Thank you.
So sometimes
it's not about the food.
So if you focus on the food, it's just a chauvinist, it's just a word. It's not really the food. Them desiring to sometimes...
That action is communicating something.
You're communicating, I honor you. I love you.
Yeah.
And that's how men interpret love, through respect. Don't respect in the picture, my friends.
Yeah.
We're mwanaume, no matter what you are doing, you're so to number 8, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Believe me. The same thing for women. Unajua it's actually the opposite.
Care for me.
For them, it's
tenderize me.
Tell us.
Tenderize me. Show tender. Be tender. Okay, finished. Mmejitetea kweli.
Lazima
Mine is
tujitetee.
goodness.
Jitetee.
Hii kitu ni a matter of national security.
Eh,
Kwa hiyo
bwana.
inaweza angusha nchi. Huwezi kwenda kwa.
You waited till marriage. For what?
Waited for what? You have to be specific.
I'm sure there's
Did you wait until we can save money?
To get children.
Did you wait to get married so that we can go to IMAX?
Yeah, you know.
Eh?
But I know what they meant.
Yeah, they are talking about
Yeah,
sex.
we didn't
Yes,
have
we
sex.
waited. And there's
then we got
you guys
married.
have been requesting about our abstinence story.
We will
Coming
share.
soon.
Yeah. You don't spend lavishly, but and are very content.
Yes, umejibu.
You don't spend lavishly. You know you can be content and still spend lavishly.
Lavishly.
So do you spend lavishly?
Once in a while.
Once in a while. Okay.
Once in a while. Na si
Kwani
lavish.
imekuwa surplus?
Si lavish ile ya ku-waste. Like it's something we actually need to
You've
do.
worked towards.
Okay, also
it.
say it's relative.
It's very relative.
relative.
Because kuna
Yes,
mtu
lavish
What
to
might be
me
lavish for me
can
is
be
not
a
lavish for you.
staycation.
Yeah.
Lavish to just can be buying a range. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's very, but lavish to us, we do try once in a while to just go the extra mile. Hey, both of you were first class upper honors graduates.
Wow.
Hey.
Smart people.
Together smart. Akitiko smart wachie tu hapo hiyo assumption.
You got too lit.
So tukitoa tu transcript yetu saa hii, my friends. Shock on you, but can't you say for yourself, but me I'll say for myself. Me, I was a first class second division.
In my defense, in my defense, I picked the wrong major.
Idea.
Anyway, I didn't pick the wrong major, but
Yo ulipitia shule.
Yeah, no, that's a good one with it.
But when you tried.
You're poor. No, you're okay, babe. You did.
Wewe fanya hivi.
You okay.
Ulikuwa shule.
Let's say you're not on the first class.
Hakuwa na first class.
I did not have a first class.
Yes, that's not the point.
Yeah.
But I did well.
You did
I
well.
can get a job with my papers.
You can, of course.
Yes.
And you can get admitted to another university.
Yes.
With those papers.
Yes.
Oh, that's your bougie. I used to have that assumption.
I don't think we are bougie.
No, we
Did you
aren't.
grow up na PS?
Yes.
PS1.
Yeah, you're the bougie.
Ulikuwa
Kati ni bougie.
I got a
Kati-
PS1 when PS2 was hitting, so I was still
Of
behind
course,
time.
kama sasa kuna kuna PS1 na PS5 limetokelezea. You're not behind time, you are bougie.
Watu walikuwa na- watu walikuwa-
This one used to eat sausages, alafu atupa chini ya kiti.
Wow.
You see?
Every child does that.
No.
Tulikuwa
Sasa
tunakula
kuna
nduma
sausage-
na nini?
You are bougie.
Na ngwashe
Yeah.
ulikuwa unatupa sausage.
Si ni ile unalazimishwa kumaza breakfast na wewe umechoka. Na ukikataa utachapwa.
Unajua hiyo act ya kutupa sausage inaletanga laana.
Where I was a baby. I was a child.
Twanina.
Tumaliza.
Twanina. Thank
Yes
you
guys, so
much.
I hope you guys had fun. Soila really dreaded doing this video
did
like 2 years ago because she thought you guys would ask some very very bad questions. But I told her,
Actually,
you know
I
what?
was afraid of what they think of us.
I was afraid. I was like, you know what? People will have assumptions whether you like it or not.
Yeah, give them the opportunity to
So
share.
let's
You guys are
just
so kind.
get to hear them out.
Yeah.
Correct where we can, where we can't tuachane nazo.
But from as we conclude this video, because I've seen other assumption videos, and Justin is going to clarify this.
Okay.
Different people ask different questions to different people. If Justo is the person who does YouTube videos that are ratchet, if he was to
The
ask for
assumptions will be
assumptions,
ratchet.
his assumptions are going to be very ratchet. If you're a serious person, the questions you're going to get are very respectable,
Yeah.
very serious, and people who actually want to
So
know
basically,
more.
you attract the energy that you
give
emit.
back.
Yeah.
So that's what we've learned. So what we've learned from you guys is that you have really good questions to us and really respectable questions that actually want to make you want to know us better.
Yeah. And
It's not
they also
just fishing
they also
for.
encourage you.
It is very encouraging actually, the question, because I have seen assumptions videos and people's followers ask
For other channels,
nasty
and
things.
you're
I'm
like, what?
You actually thought of them about that. That's why I was very afraid of the assumption. But honestly, you guys, you have really good, proper assumptions about us, and we like it like that. Thank you so much. Justo, you always spice up any videos we do. Thank you.
God willing.
That yes, good. No, he's not that willing. His wife is just next door.
Yeah, so guys, thank you. Yeah, this was fun.
That's what happens when you have Justin Curtis.
Yeah.
See you. Bye-bye.
Alright, cheers guys. Have a nice Christmas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.